There are two stats about the Cardinals that are scaring me to death. Those two stats are the Cardinals rate 31st in passing defense, and the Cardinals are number one in rushing defense. Now, this is why it's worrying me. I think Chip Kelly is thinking, oh, screw the running game because it won't work. I'm going to pass this ball at least 45 times. I'll probably run it about 5 times because they're number one against the run, so it won't even work. I just have a feeling that this is Chip Kelly's thinking process about this game. I'm wishing, hoping, and praying that he doesn't think this way. Because if we go out there unbalanced, it's going to be a horrible game for my Philadelphia Eagles. I just know it for a fact. I can't let them lose this game. So I'm going to tell them what they have to do to win. Everyone knows the first thing I'm going to say. I always say it every week is be balanced. I say it every single week. If Chip goes into this game thinking that we're just going to pass the ball all over the Cardinals, we're going to lose. I'm just going to keep it simple. Keep pounding the rock, run the ball, and it will help the passing game out a whole lot. Call some plays from under center. That worked a lot for us 2 weeks ago. When we do a pass, make sure you hit the tight ends, get the tight ends and the running game going early, and we shouldn't have a problem. No problems at all. Just so you know, I'm not scared of the Cardinals at all. I'm not scared of Cardinals. I'm just scared of the Eagles, mainly Chip Kelly, him beating himself. He has a habit of doing that. The Cardinals are really the least of my worries this week. I just don't want the Eagles to let those two stats about the Cardinals shape the way that they'll play this game. Billy Davis in the defense, please keep up the good work. Get some pressure on Carson Palmer and he will give us the ball. He will make mistakes if we in his face all game long, I'm telling you. I'm not asking for a shutout. I just want you guys to go out there and do the job that you have been doing. Play angry on defense, and you guys will be good. Please keep that bum Kerry Williams off the field. Hey. Hey y'all, welcome to the Charles Norman Show. Refresh Monday is here, and I'm so grateful that it is. I honestly thought about dedicating this whole show to discovering the power of meditation. That is what the Philadelphia Eagles will do to you. That had to be the sloppiest game that I've ever seen the Eagles play. It was just awful. Unlike what most of you might think, I will not be ranting about the Eagles today. I quite frankly just don't care anymore. I have a couple of brief things to say about their game against the Cardinals, and then I'll move on to talk about Tom Brady's big day and also Ben Roethlisberger's big day. At 9 a.m. football, I'll pick tonight's winner between the Cowboys and the Redskins. We have a couple of things to discuss and hot topics. And concluding our show today will be inspired by the Dalai Lama on taking things for granted. A friend of mine is the inspiration behind this topic, and on Friday, we'll have a conversation with her about her eye-opening real-life experience and why she will never take anything for granted again. Here we go. Starting off sports, this is going to be short and sweet. The Eagles lost a heartbreaker yesterday to the Arizona Cardinals. It was a disaster. Nick Foles played a horrible game. The 2 interceptions he threw screwed us in the end. Well, actually, the one he threw in the red zone screwed us. Josh Huff fumbled in the red zone. We could have used those points. Something that turned out to be big in the end was the Eagles being at the 47-yard line right before halftime. Instead of them taking a couple of short 5-yard passes to get us closer into field goal range, we took 3 straight end zone shots. Imagine what would happen if they got into Cody Parker range, which is now 54 yards. They would have only needed 3 points on the last drive of the game instead of a touchdown. I don't know what the heck Nick Foles was doing on that last pass, backing up for no reason. He could have stood there in the pocket and delivered the pass to Zach Ertz, who was left alone. Let's get to the thing that pissed me off the most, the mistake that Chip Kelly has made a couple of times this season. It's 3rd inches and you call a play out of the shotgun. I just don't get it. All you have to do in that situation is put your 6'6", 245 quarterback under center and move forward. It's not that hard. Call a quarterback sneak, idiot. Just call a quarterback sneak. We are 2 quarterback sneaks away from being 7-0. The next bad thing Chip Kelly did was he called 64 pass plays and 24 run plays. Come on. I said on Friday's show that he would do this. I said that the one thing that worried me about this game was that he would take that they were 31 ranked 31 in passing defense, and he would go out there really pass happy and leave the running game alone because they're the number one running defense. And he proved me right, which is sad because I love to be right, but I hate to be right about that. He is silly. He let a simple stat shape the way that he called the game. Plus, that fast tempo offense of ours wasn't so fast yesterday. He played right into the Cardinals' hands. The Eagles honestly deserved to lose this game. The defense did their part for the whole entire game, except for when we most needed it. First off, Michael Kendrick should have jammed John Brown at the line, but he didn't. He allowed John Brown to run full speed straight up the field. That was unacceptable. Now I have to coach up Nate Allen. Nate Allen, you are the safety. That means no matter what on each play, unless you are blitzing, you are backpedaling, unless there's a run play. Then you go for it. As a safety, you have one job, and that is to let nothing get behind you. This is the piece of advice for you. Keep your head out of the backfield when you're 20 yards down the field. Come on. If you watch the quarterback throw the ball, you're going to watch the receiver catch it. Remember that. And I think Kerry Williams was burned on that play too. Or at least I saw him in the play, so I won't blame him too. And I remember saying on Friday, keep that bum off the field. I say it so much, but y'all just don't listen. The officials were horrible yesterday. I said that what happened as soon as I saw that leprechaun that they call Walt Anderson trot his fat butt onto the field. The Eagles were penalized 11 times for 103 yards. That is horrible. They deserve to lose this game. I won't lie. I was pissed right after the game, and I punched the wall and door a couple of times. I thank God that I didn't break my hand. I thought I did. I'm completely disappointed in the Eagles. I have made the decision not to get mad after any loss anymore. There was one moment in the game that really ticked me off, and that's when Chip Kelly yelled at the ref asking, how is this not effing pass interference? That's when I lost it, and I said some very horrible choice words that I wish Chip Kelly could have heard me say. I won't do that again. I can't do that no more. I've been doing it since I was 4 years old. I'm done going to bed with a headache or letting the Eagles piss me off. I'm even considering changing my major from sports management to something else because I'm so sick and tired of the Eagles losing games that they are supposed to win. They need to get their acts together, honestly. And I think it's possible that I may take about 2 weeks away from watching football just to get myself together. Yes, I have saw losses worse than this one, but this loss was the straw that broke the camel's back. Don't get me wrong, I will always be a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Here comes my roommate coming into the room. Come on in, Alex.
Hey, everybody.
Say hi to everybody. He wasn't here yesterday to see me melt down after the Eagles lost, but he always hears me say, be balanced, and they weren't balanced yesterday.
They weren't at all.
64 passes and 24 runs. And don't get me wrong, I am an Eagles fan. I love this team more than I love myself sometimes. I probably won't take 2 weeks off, but that is the plan, hopefully. I haven't missed a single game since I was 4, and I probably won't. These are my birds. I'll take the good with the bad. I'm not giving up on them. I just need time to get myself together after this heartbreaking loss. I was going to talk about other things from this football weekend, but I'm just going to end the sports sections right here. I'll take the Cowboys over the Redskins for tonight. I'm moving on to hot topics because I just can't talk sports right now. So, the only pre-election polling site that I trust, the Huffington Post, says that there is a 99% chance that Tom Wolf will defeat Tom Corbett. You only have a week left in Pennsylvania. Tom Corbett, according to this morning, Wolf has about a 54-38 lead over Corbett. Let's get out there and make this happen, people. Yesterday was Hillary Clinton's birthday. Happy birthday. Lately, Ms. Clinton has been active campaigning for Democrats up for election all across the country. She's been giving speech after speech trying to give Democrats control of Congress. She's doing her part. We have to do ours, and get her elected. TLC canceled Here Comes Honey Boo Boo after one of the show's stars, Mama June, started dating a child molester. Now here's the crazy part about this. Not only is this man a child molester, but it's also been said that he has molested June's own child. That's unacceptable, Mama June. Get rid of him. He might not even want you. He might just want your daughter. I never watched the show, but from what I hear, that it is a very popular show. I have some sad news to deliver St. Louis Cardinals outfielder Oscar Taveras passed away in a tragic car accident yesterday along with his girlfriend. It's a sad shame because he had a bright future ahead of him. He was only 22 years old, a young man. Rest in peace. One of Oprah's friends got the chance to meet her the other night, but I'm pretty sure she would have liked to meet Oprah under different circumstances. Oprah was getting into her car and her driver pulled off, and that's when the driver ran over a woman's foot. Oprah, with her kind-hearted self, quickly got out of the car to check on the woman. She took a picture with the woman. Well, the lady was ready for the picture. Oprah wasn't. She was busy checking on that woman's foot. Here's the photo. That's all for Hot Topics today. Let's move on to inspiration. Today's inspiration was inspired by an eye-opening story that a friend of mine shared with me about 2 weeks ago. And the lesson that we'll have today is inspired by the Dalai Lama. I had it on schedule, but after hearing her story, I decided to move it up because this is very important. The Dalai Lama said, I have always had this view about modern education system. We pay attention to brain development, but the development of warm-heartedness we take for granted. That warm-heartedness he talks about is kindness. We get so caught up in other things like money and fame that we forget to be kind to one another. We take that for granted, and it shows. People look to receive instead of give. It's all about themselves instead of everyone. We don't want to help people anymore. We rather help ourselves alone instead of helping everyone. The warm-heartedness is something that we take for granted, and that has to change. The world would be a much better place if we all paid more attention to being kind. This is a mandatory assignment. We all must pay more attention to being kind. Together we can all make a difference by being kind. We can't take acts of kindness for granted. And that is another point that the Dalai Lama is making here. If we take things for granted in general, they will eventually stop happening. I think we have been taking acts of kindness for granted for some time now, and it's going to stop sooner or later. On Friday, my friend Cynthia and I will have a conversation about this and her eye-opening experience. The weekly assignment for this week is to be more kind more often and to acknowledge acts of kindness more often. Don't take the acts of kindness for granted. Acknowledge them. And that's our show for today. Show number 15 is over. This is fun doing these shows, honestly. I could do this all day. We will talk about Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger on Friday's shows. Thank you for watching. Please continue to watch and share this show. I really appreciate your help. Visit me at charlesnorman.weebly.com. Let me know what you think about this show. See you later, everybody.